Lux and Buck. Buck always has his intro lines prepared. So I've certainly seen better days, but we're gonna press forward with this game. Typed it just now. Well, you're good at coming up with them then. So we are going to head to the desert. We got the memo, so we just need to go talk to Fire. And he will blast us out of the cannon. I guess I should have it equipped. Ought to do what the old coot says. Yeah, we don't have to pay for it this time, but if we ever need to go back there with the cannon, then we do need to pay, but we shouldn't ever need to do that. Lux. Actually, I guess that would be a good time to stream Metal Gear Solid when you're sick, because there's so many cutscenes. Just let the cutscenes play. Here we are, Gerudo Desert. Pretty vast. But we're going to hear a story first before we venture on in here. Yeah, the few shadows that Zant so kindly stole from us after we put forth the effort to collect them. Hey, Pookie Joe, welcome. I'm kind of sick, but we're gonna stream anyway. The antithesis of Hyrule. It's always a fun word, antithesis. We're stuck there. Low roll. The Twilight. She probably hasn't had such a great life, then. Hey there, Split. Yeah, the sicknesses are going around. There were a lot of people who were not at work today. I had to pick up the slack for them. There's our buddy Zant again. What kind of evil power? How do you just get his hands on something like that? It was a hard word to explain to Nose. Link, get it? So that's what the Mirror of Twilight is. And why we need to find it. So rests her hand on Link's cheek. She's warming up to him. I like that about Midna. You see her change as the game goes on. And it's believable, I think. Alright, off we go. It'll be quicker to move around as a wolf. You can't use Epona here. So we have some bugs to find. I'm not sure exactly where they are, but we'll do our best to find them. I want to say at least one of them is around one of these chasms. Oh, hey, Rock, and hey, Ratmus. I see you just got on Skype, Rockman. Feel free to call me whenever you're ready. What kind of wine, Ratmus? Double pounds. And we found a chest, okay. Okay, let me turn you down. Okay, there we go. Hey, cool Phil. Knocked Rockmus to the ground. Open it.
Okay, there we go. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Phoenix KA. Welcome. 2012 Red, was it a blend? I'm not sure what point you got here, but I'm looking for the bugs right now.
I know one of them's in a little trench.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm gonna find it. Had it with lasagna, nice.
Oh yeah, Ratmus was telling me earlier he was gonna have some wine.
Oh, I think I see one. Yep. It's not really in a trench. Maybe this isn't that one then. Shit, where did it go? I lost sight of it. Oh, there it is.
And day flies.
Okay, that one's the male.
Okay, that was the one that was not in the trench, so that's good.
Maybe it's up here. Oh, there's another chest over here. Arrows. Well, we will be using arrows pretty soon. These are all pits. Where's the trench that isn't a pit?
Why is the document not opening? I think it's right south of you on your map, that the line that's like directly south. Just guessing. You see those little lines on the map there?
You had the rest of it.
What the fuck, Google Docs?
Yeah, I can't drop into this one.
The checklist doesn't work.
Oh wait, maybe it's over here. Oh.
Okay, that's not the...
Oh, there it is. So do I, Pookie. This game is fantastic. Okay, so now I guess we can go ahead and get this warp over here. Get our claw shot out. I can't reach that P-hat. Oh, come on. There we go. That took long enough. Your body and Dionysus hate you. Hey, Rhinochu. 1,000 ways to die? No. Okay, that one doesn't want to come near the others, so I guess we'll kill him first. And then this one comes over here. And I missed completely. There we go. Oh, hey, Red. I've heard about Battle Block Theater, but I don't think I've really seen it in action.
So what happened to your throat? Are you getting sick, or...?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people at work were out sick today, and they've been sick for a while. What is this thing indeed? Well, kind of looks like a part of a bridge. We've done this before. What bridge is not complete? Well, the Elden Bridge.
Again, years after this game came out, everyone should know this from Brawl, because everyone should have played Brawl and not been, a freaking Melee fan.
Oh, AGDQ. I did watch the Rocket Knight Adventures run of that in the past broadcast. Learned some things. I don't know if I'll ever really try any of them, though.
I watched a different run of Rocket Knight Adventures last night.
So it's now complete. And we could, I guess since we're here, go to this cave that's over here.
Are there going to be some ordeals in this cave, or just some...
Not in this one, no.
What's like less than an ordeal, I guess? A trial or something? A CRL Lost Levels race? Yeah, give me a break.
Hey, Overhunter.
Never. Racing that game would be horrible. Like, it would take multiple days, I'm sure.
Yeah, it would not be a walk in the park.
I mean, Split, you know I'm the ultimate master, and it took me 5 hours to do it. It would probably take, most people a week.
This is probably one of my favorite of the, cave areas in this game.
It's certainly an interesting, unique cave that they decided to put in here for a random art piece.
Get to pull that stunt again like we did in the Goron Mines. Get helm sworded.
Really, Red?
And here we go again. Oh, I hope I did that right. Okay, good. My jump was kind of not centered there.
Song was tweeting at me. She was watching my past broadcast from a week ago that she had missed. How far did you make it in that song? That was the one with the Wonder Woman wearing pants highlight.
Oh. Yeah, it'd be nice if Chirp came back, but I don't know if it's gonna happen.
There's some, like, 100 rupees in here as well. Well, actually...
Oh, like the one I just picked up that I'm not gonna be able to carry?
Yeah, then I saw your wallet, and I was like, oh, never mind.
I wish I actually could carry it, because then I'd have my wallet maxed out, and then I could go buy the magic armor. There's the heart piece. That's the main thing we came here for. Second row of hearts hype.
Not really, Rhino. Okay. So yeah, that's 25 pieces. Next one's in the Gerudo camp.
I don't think we really need to go through the motions here of getting back, but we can do it just for the hell of it. Oh, don't roll off the edge there. Yeah, there's nothing else over there, so didn't really need to do that, but yeah, let's warp back to the desert. 3 red. Lakebed Temple was the last one we beat. Alright, so I don't think there's anything else we can do in the desert until it's nighttime, so we'll just head over to the encampment.
Well, until you come across the Golden Wolf.
Well, yeah.
It should be the best technique hype.
Yes. Oh, yeah, we got Bullwins about. I think it's time to bust out the Hawkeye here.
Actually, somewhere there's a tree you can hookshot to that you can dig into a cave and get to pose.
Oh. Yeah, if nighttime isn't required, then it might be good to get those.
Is this the closest war point? It's back there.
Oh, I just smacked that arrow out of the air. Didn't even mean to do that.
How many are... Phoenix wants to know how many dungeons are in this game.
Depends on how you define them. I say there's 9, but Rock will tell you differently.
That's including the castle.
Yeah.
So maybe 8 or 9, 8.5. Whichever.
Okay, let's see if this is it. Looks promising. Bunch of rocks are... Yeah, I hear them. There they are. Ow. Oh, that's an extreme close-up. As we get our 20th postal, which means we can go back to Giovanni and get a reward.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're gonna do that, you may as well do it now, since getting further to the Arbiter's Grounds, there's no warp closer.
True, yeah.
Until you actually beat the dungeon, sadly. Well, I usually define a dungeon, chat, a Zelda dungeon. Depending on the game, it should have a map, a compass, a dungeon item, a boss key, and a boss that gives you a heart container when you beat it. Obviously, there's some exceptions to that, but those are the general rules. So since, like, Ganon's Castle and Ocarina of Time and this game don't really have a boss that gives you a heart container because it's the final boss, it's not completely a dungeon.
I need a chest with a smaller amount of rupees.
Damn it. You know, like even a 50 wouldn't help.
Actually, you know what I could do is just turn in one of the bugs I just got.
Hey, that's a good idea.
So there's nothing else I need to do here that doesn't involve nighttime.
That's correct.
Okay, so then I guess I will go back to Castletown. Yeah, it's a pretty neat addition that you can just attack while running in this game, which they unfortunately took out of Skyward Sword.
It's great to attack while running just by swinging the Wii remote. What? Yeah, that's why I made up the term pseudo dungeon. Because I think in Ocarina of Time, I don't know if who made this up, but they usually call things like the ice cavern a mini dungeon.
Yeah.
It's like supposed to be smaller than a dungeon. So either mini dungeon or pseudo dungeon, where it has everything except maybe one thing.
Stop like a slug. Okay, so I'll give her one of the bugs now. Little Dayfly, I want to take your colorful tail and make the loveliest braid ever. So that maxes out our wallet. And now we get to go visit the new, improved Mallow Mart. For those of you who have not seen this before, I don't think you were prepared for this.
Prepare to Craigasm.
So remember when we came in here before and it was all like stuffy and they're charging exorbitant prices and pitying us for being so poor? Well, now you see it's got Mallow's face plastered all over the place. The hero of discounts, Mallow Mart, will be a legend in Castletown. And now to go inside. Purcell laughing. You'll buy it now if you're smart at Mallow Mart. 20% off, 30% off, of course, why not? And he does a little dance as you go over to the items. This is what we want, 598 rupees.
I also desperately wanted Chirp to see this, and he never did.
Yeah. You bought it, you were smart, you bought it at Mallow Mart.
I guess Nostrika didn't see this either.
Yeah. So rupees now are a shield to us.
And also, if you have 552 rupees and you open up a chest with 50 rupees, you could use the magic armor to spend the 2 rupees and then get the chest.
Yeah, which Masaya Nella abused the heck out of, because she was compelled to open every goddamn chest, and so she would stand there and wait for her rupees to get drained before she could open it.
Really? I never watched... I think I watched her play Wind Waker, and that was it.
I actually didn't see her Wind Waker playthrough.
Come on, Red, you want to play this game now so you can do that, right, Red? Okay, let's get back on the checklist there. I guess you're going to Giovanni.
Oh yeah, I'm getting the other... I'm turning in the other bug first, and then we'll go to Giovanni. Only one bug left, but we're not going to be able to get it until 2 dungeons after where we're at now. So Giovanni is this way. But we can't just enter the house, we have to be a wolf. Pull a Bluebeard and follow me.
Reference to that episode of Wonder Woman that Ramus loves.
Well, he can move again, but he still looks golden. And we get a bottle of Great Fairy's Tears, but more importantly, we get a bottle! So this is the elixir soup in Wind Waker, but you only get 1 use of it. The cave on the western edge of the Gerudo Desert. It happens to be right under where we found the Bridge of Elden. Go in the shop again. I might go in there again at some other point to buy stuff. So yeah, 20 pose wasn't enough. There's actually 60 in the game. Usually I don't bother to get all of them, but this is a 100% playthrough, so we'll be getting all of them. Why the fuck would you need those?
Steffi Pie 2015.
Let's race through the streets and freak everyone out. I don't want to talk to you, I just want to get out of town so I can warp.
Red, there's 4 bottles in this game, and splits. All you get for 60 pose is infinite money.
It's about to become nighttime again, so I'm wondering if I should go somewhere to prepare myself for more Poe collecting.
Yeah, well, there's a bunch of Poes in the desert.
That's true, yeah, I guess I might as well warp there. So you can cry. I had a blast once they changed to Rocket Knight Adventures.
Well, Split, it's... By the time you get it, it's... Yeah, I mean, because by the time you get that, you will have already done the Cave Ordeal, so yeah, it's... Unless you want to use the magic armor and like Ganon's cat.
One of the poses is actually up there by the warp, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let me just warp back there, and I didn't know how to transform. So, we'll just wait for it to pop up.
Near the Cave of Ordeals. southeast Gerudo Desert, which I think is like around the area where you first like were shot here in that cannon thing.
Yeah, that was the southeast area.
And this one says near tree. It might actually be near that tree where that hole was. And there's one near the golden wolf as well.
Speaking of the Cave of Ordeals, it's right here, but we're not doing it yet. We can't even get through the whole thing right now.
The infinite money is certainly more useful in this game than it was in Ocarina of Time, because you could fill up your money and use your magic armor towards the end of the game if you wanted to. I thought no one watched past broadcasts anyways.
There's a tree over here, but I don't see a posol. Ah, okay, there's the one I'm looking for.
It should be near that hole where you found the other ones.
What's down here?
Was it the one you just got? The one in the southeast?
Yeah.
You went in a random cave again?
Yeah, I was right next to the pose. I just decided to see what was in here.
Could be rupees.
Fighter, Monk, Black Mage, and White Mage. I seem to recall that's what the Nintendo Power Guide recommended. I never got very far in that game, though.
I guess people who are against backseat gaming, like Chirp or Retro, they must be like against Nintendo Power, right?
Yeah. Okay, so one by the tree that had the hole. And I've already forgotten where the other one is.
By the golden wolf.
Oh, there wasn't another one besides that?
Nope, not out here.
Okay. I think it was over here.
Well, this thing... There's a tree on a bluff due west of the entrance to the enemy encampment, so it'd be due east for you of the entrance to the enemy encampment.
Yeah, okay, so it's a little farther north from where I am right now. Yeah, I think it's over here. Yeah, I see him.
When you get into the dungeon, I'm gonna get out the chips and salsa. Wait till then.
Oh, can't see it from over here. Yeah, that's what I hear. The GameCube version is expensive. the encampment then.
I guess people seem to like the GameCube version more in general, so that's why it's more rare, I guess.
So we need ourselves a boar. Because the boars can smash through this crap.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. The Wii version was made first, yeah. Yeah.
It's like right in front of me, basically, but there's a chest over here. Or a... Yeah, there's a chest. Yeah, that's right, it was after the Wii version. And I see another Poe, but yeah, Golden Wolf is right here. Yeah, that's true, right? I missed my birthday's in April. The realm of true secrecy. No guts, no glory. Fifth hidden skill is the mortal draw. Yes, Wind Waker did come out before Twilight Princess. You must sheathe your sword and cast aside the most basic of sword skills, the L target.
Z target.
And since Rockman loves this line so much, I have to read it aloud. There is no defense for this. The mortal draw deals death. Put the sword away. Boom. You're older than Wind Waker, oh my god.
Pookie, we're talking about the GameCube version of Twilight Princess versus the Wii version of Twilight Princess. That's what we're talking about. The Wii version of Twilight Princess came out just before the GameCube version of Twilight Princess.
No motherfucking defense. I get up there? Oh, I don't have to.
And Red, you said you were ordering Wind Waker, but you didn't specify. You mean the GameCube version of Wind Waker. You know, we have to specify what frickin' system of what frickin' game we're talking about. At least on so many different systems.
Lever's gonna be a bitch, fine. Hello, Cheese Man. Welcome. Yeah, I'm older than Zelda 1 too.
Please, Pookie.
Time to play Sniper. Just like Snake says.
Snake?
Says it to Raiden in a sniping segment in Metal Gear Solid 2. Cheeseman, thank you for the follow. Before A Bug's Life came out.
Yeah. I think I've done this at night.
I usually do this at night. It just seems to work out that way.
Hey, Neo.
Hey, Neo. And hey, Ash. They do give you plenty of arrows to work with here. Don't even have to shoot him in the head. Anywhere works.
Yeah, but not playing a game just because Link is right-handed is like not playing Wind Waker just because the art style is different. Fucking, give the game a chance.
Wow, you are, Neo. It's not something I could do. Basically, as long as we stay in the shadows, they won't be able to see us.
A stealth section of a Zelda game? When would that ever happen?
This is actually a good stealth section, though. You get to shoot stuff. Why is that hitting the wall? There we go. Oh, one of them saw me, I think. Or was that my own arrow that I just heard? No one on that tower.
Motion controls in Twilight Princess are fine. Skyward Sword that sucks.
I don't know, Lux. I guess we'll find out.
I think if he likes the boomerang a lot, he won't care for any other item. No, when would this game ever give you a same copy of an item you already have? That's ridiculous.
That one's... I didn't shoot him. Oh well. It's not gonna be able to get me.
I didn't have a problem with Mario Galaxy's controls. I thought the controls worked fine. I just thought that some of the stars were too hard. Purple coins.
You can hear something that sounds like a golden bug, but it's not. This is what you're hearing. This key. And we actually want to beat the shit out of this roasting boar here. Because it has a heart piece in it.
Another thing I just never expected you to say.
And so yeah, there's nowhere else to go, so I'll head back to the locked door. Oh, are you leaving, Ratmus? See ya.
Yeah, everyone, I've streamed the Wii version of this game before, and I will stream it again at some point. It's like dying of fire.
Speaking of dying in a fire...
Or gold hype.
He's back. And this time we get to fight him on foot. Yeah, it is kind of dark. He's very slow, but he does do a lot of damage, so just don't let him get the chance to attack, basically. Helm Splitter completely missed there. And there we go. I did, Neo. It's like he's saying, fuck you, or something. And now we're gonna die in a fire. Yes, that is its official name. Well, let's get on top of this boar and get the hell out of here.
Love it because it's awesome, Neo. There's no fucking defense for it, as Ratmus said.
So I see a Poe up there.
If you run back to where you just fought that guy, there'll be another Poe.
Let's light these. Yeah, pretty much, Pookie. Fuel for our magic armor, that's basically what rupees are now. Except for one instance later where we're going to need to spend rupees. So I guess after we finish the Arbiter's Grounds, it'll still be nighttime, and then we'll be able to do a little more Poe hunting. Can we just go to Malamart again?
There are 11 other Poes that I would have had before entering, if you don't. Other than that, there's nothing, so. There's Grounds Hype.
This is probably one of my favorite desert levels in a game.
Yeah, for being a desert level, it's really good. Probably the best. I mean, it's... Which is your favorite dungeon in this game?
I always have a hard time picking just one.
I like Snow Peak, but this one and Snow Peak and the next one, they're all like... They're all really awesome. Hey, Amanda.
Hey, Amanda. Okay, so obviously don't stay in the sand for too long or you will sink.
Sink Sand, that's from Skyward Sword.
Got these mini Stalfos here. And I remember, I'm pretty sure Chirp just walked into the sand and grabbed this thing and pulled it back, but that's not what the game wants you to do. They want you to claw shot it and bring it to you. Actually, I gotta stand it a little bit farther back, make sure it gets all the way onto the ground there.
Yeah, I think the city in the sky is a good place on paper, but it's not fun to do.
Worst place ever. I actually enjoy it once you get the dungeon item there.
That pissed Ratmus off.
Figured I would save, as I haven't done that yet. Ah, bugs everywhere.
The guide says bugs. Why did it have to be bugs?
And there's lantern oil here if we need it. I've got 2 bottles full, though, so I don't think... Well, I can dip the lantern in there, though.
What is resistance 2, do you know?
I've heard of resistance, don't really know anything about it, though. Give him much of a chance to do a spin attack. I guess that's all this room is really good for, is lighting those torches and moving on to the next room. Oh, sorry to hear that, Amanda. I remember when my grandma passed away, she was suffering from some pretty hardcore dementia, so it was almost a relief when she went, just because we knew she wasn't suffering anymore. And hey there, Doom. Well, this should look familiar. 4 pose.
I want to get those chips and salsa, but my dad is walking around the kitchen.
Also, these ones are pretty frightening.
I suppose they're a lot more frightening than the arena, yeah.
Yeah, she had Alzheimer's, and she was, like, seeing things, and it got really bad. Okay, time to learn a new scent.
Whenever it dies like that and that stuff comes out, Rambo says, "Oh shit, it's gas!" A little joke I may have mentioned from the Conan O'Brien thing. Okay, that was the first.
Climb up there.
Yeah, I mean, this dungeon would confuse the hell out of me if I didn't follow the guide step by step, so I hope you don't get lost, because...
Should be okay. I think I've done it enough and seen it enough times to kind of know what I'm doing.
It kind of is Dragoon, which is good.
Hey, Dragoon. So I remember actually Nostrika came up with a pretty decent way of getting this chest over here. She went up above here and dropped down.
How did you not get sucked into the sand earlier? You, like...
Yeah, I stabbed into the sand and...
didn't die. You can actually drop down from above? Why didn't anyone think of that on the street?
I don't know. Okay, so... if we use our senses and look at where the sense of the other pose went, you can see one of them went into the sand here, so let's dig it up. Grab this lever. Creates a staircase for us, which actually leads to the same room as that door right in front of us. I think we want to go down first. Oh yeah, no problem, Amanda. Don't worry about it. So we can, let's see, what position is it in right now? Okay, yeah, we can't go up the way it's in right now, so let's rotate this thing. Oh, and hi, Redead.
That reminds me of something I forgot to do, but I'm gonna get those chips and sauce. I'll be right back.
Okay. And with the room rotated, we can actually reach this claw shot target. Which allows us to get into this room, which is where one of the Poes went. If I were to use my wolf senses, I would show you that, but we're gonna have to transform here anyway just to fight the Poe. There you are. Wait for it to change color, jump. Rip it out. Okay, that was weird. His lantern was inside the wall, so we were just kind of staring at the wall there, watching the lantern break, but you couldn't even tell that's what was going on. So our next objective is going to be to go this way, but we can't. We actually have to rotate the room back to the way it was. Yeah, I'm pushing it the wrong way. And now with the room back the way it was, we just take the upper entrance into the room instead. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, sometimes I get nervous going to the doctor. I used to have pretty high blood pressure because I was drinking a lot of soda, but I've cut back quite a bit. This room can be a little tricky to figure out how to get started in it. There's these spikes that pop up.
Get any more pros or anything?
Well, I got the second of the big pose. I don't know if you saw that. Yes, Chirp, you can pull this block, believe it or not. That'll allow us to pull this chain out, raise this chandelier type thing. That's about how old I was when I got my tonsils out. I wasn't scared of it for some reason. And this is not the one where I wanted to be in the middle. But oh well, you can just jump out.
That means Doom is confirmed not to be Nintendo Capri Sun.
And there's the compass. We actually get it a little earlier in this dungeon. A lot of chests. I'm sorry, Lux. I didn't want to be reminded of that.
She's been having chirp flashbacks this whole time.
Rotate this and we can access... Well, that's not... Yeah, it has to be... This thing has to be pointing the way you want to go, so I think it has to go the other way. Or... Yeah. Yeah, push it one more time. No? What am I doing wrong? There's a locked door, but that doesn't help us. We don't have a key yet. I can't push it any farther. Oh. I think I was looking at the map a little too hard and getting confused about which way I was facing.
I was gonna say no to the dirty jokes, but everyone in chat's like, yeah!
Locks. Okay, now we have the key. All I needed to do when we had the locked door available was to look behind me. Split is actually kind of similar to Chirp. I never knew it until Split started streaming. Yeah, I was transformed for a reason there, but we'll take care of these guys in human form. Don't sink. Ow. And fighting two re-deads at the same time is not a good idea. It's mortal draw them. If he's gonna scream at me again, I can't really do that. And you can actually hear the next Poe.
And why did Chirp miss it?
Maybe he wasn't listening. Wow, Pookie.
Isn't that what they call a quarter pounder in France? A Lux hog with cheese?
So there it is, right here. This one is pretty easy to miss if you're not using your wolf senses frequently.
Just your gamer senses in general.
Oops. Boobs and food. Okay, yeah, that time we can see the lantern. It's not in the wall. So there's one more to go. There's one more to go. Oh yes, Nostrika was stuck in this room for quite some time. You try to...
Just your game-ending glitch?
Well, it would help if I could actually make the jump. Okay, yeah, we need to actually get the chest first, I guess. And now, yeah, now the lights go out. and suddenly we're really slow and Midna's freaking out. Well, apparently there's something invisible surrounding us, so let's use our senses and... Oh my god!
Sure, I thought it was just the game being broken and I had to reset and start over.
Alright, bye, Red. I guess you're not going to get to see the dungeon item. We're up top here. Just cross over the middle room. Okay, yeah, we want to push this block. Well, I don't know if I'll stream this tomorrow. My illness might get worse and might not be up for it tomorrow.
Plus, there's a bunch of stuff on the ADGQ I might want to watching.
Okay, yeah, this is a shortcut back to the beginning of this room. Oh. These guys pop up and can attack you when you least expect it. Die, please. That one's gonna jump at me too, isn't it?
There is no
Of course it is. Especially in anime, Dragoon. Okay, yeah, so now when you get the chest, there's really not an easy way to get back. Just claw shot. Back around. So this time we want to lift it up, but actually wait in the middle of it. This part of the floor is even indented to kind of give you that hint.
What's in that chest?
20 rupees.
You went all the way down to 0 rupees, and then you're like, oh, you already have a lot back.
Yeah. Stalfos.
I love how an enemy was like sort of near you, so Link was like putting his hand on his sword like he was about to do the moral draw, even though you couldn't.
So you could do what you do to these guys in A Link to the Past, make them collapse first and then bomb them, or you can bomb arrow them and that takes care of them immediately.
What if you never played Link to the Past and you came in here not knowing what the fuck to do?
Yeah, the game gives you hints, and you just have to notice stuff.
Like how it locks you in here and gives you nothing but bombs?
Yeah. Two chests worth of bombs. Okay.
How are you gonna get the ball and chain at this point?
Yeah. Your ex-wife. Oh yeah, this puzzle. See, like, it took me a long time to figure out the logic behind this puzzle, because this is what I would always do when I came in here. I'd light the torch in front of me first, and then I'd start on the left side, light this one, and oh, it's solved. Like, why did that solve it? Well, I'll show you why. Use your wolf senses, and you can see that it passes over this torch and this torch, so that's your clue there. But I never even had to do that, because I just started lighting the torches on instinct, and it solved it that way.
Should play the Wii version.
Yeah, I would have been... I actually would have had to try if I was playing the Wii version. And now we've made it into the room with the final Poe. There you are. And just to remind you even more of Ocarina of Time, this one splits into 4. Oh, there you are. And he's done. Alright, so just head out this way. Welcome back, Neo. So let's make our way back to the center room. And with all 4 torches lit, the way forward will become available to us. But if this were Ocarina of Time, the boss would be right around the corner. In this case, we haven't even gotten the dungeon item yet, so we've got a ways to go. We can actually see the big key right over here, but we can't get to it yet. This room, this big spiral elevator. There's a bunch of little side rooms, but I think the one with the key is really the only one you need to worry about.
Well, that's spiral power.
So there's the locked door, so we need to start taking this up. I don't remember which one the key is in, so I have to experiment. There's a chest here, but there's spikes in front of you, so you gotta go around. Ow. Okay, yeah, this is it. So I won't even bother to check out the rest of those little side rooms. This is a pretty big room with a bunch of spikes that will pop up if you don't take the right path. Oh, that thing's in my way. Uh-oh. I drowned. Probably easier to move around here in wolf form anyway. Midna's freaking out. Let's get rid of that guy. So here's the chain we need to pull. Let's figure out what path we need to take first before we actually attempt this. Oh, there's a re-dead over here too. Oh, you're drowning in sand.
You're asking, like, if somebody died in real life in quicksand, would they, like, rule it a drowning, or is, like, just drowning have to be a definition to be water? In this case, I have no fucking idea.
And we're done with that.
Also, for 100%, will you be getting Uku in every dungeon?
Does that really matter?
It's easy to miss Uku in this dungeon. It's not really useful at all. But I think it's in this room that you're in.
Oh, is it? Was it in the... Was it back here?
No, it's, actually, is that little light blue dot on the map?
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yes, it is. Welcome back, Amanda.
You know, the lantern will keep those bugs away.
Oh, that's right. I tend to forget that. What's over here? Nothing. Bomb arrow away. Wake up, come on.
Wake up.
Just kill them all and the door opens. Want to get those arrows before they disappear. And that's not how to do it, by picking up a skull. Actually, aren't I supposed to go that way, back here, and to the left? Yeah. This part's a lot easier to get through if you just have your lantern out. Speaking of boobs. And now it's mini-boss time. Just cut one of these little ropes here. Is the mini-boss a sword? Well, maybe something's carrying it. Indeed. Ow, and he hit me right off the bat. After you've gnawed on him for a bit, he'll become solid. Since I've got rupees to spare, I guess I'll go ahead and put the magic armor on for this. Shoot with an arrow. Just kind of go to town on him with your sword skills. And then repeat. And that was pretty simple. So what do we get for our troubles? Now it says on the screen that this is called the spinner, but we all know it's really called the crinkle disc. And a lot of people do say this is one of the most underused items in the game, and I do get where they're coming from, but I think in the dungeon that you get it, it's pretty fun to use.
At least it's used at certain points, like, rather than not at all.
So we can hop from rail to rail. Helps us get across the sand much more easily. I want to get this. There we go. This is bombs. I guess I have room for bombs. Oops, didn't mean to hit that. If you go for a while without riding on a rail, eventually it'll run out of momentum, so be careful of that. And now for the easiest heart piece in all of eternity.
Probably easier ones.
I don't know how you get any easier than that. That chest is right in front of you. these guys. Oops. Now let's just blow up everything. Kickflip, Christ air. I was never very good at Tony Hawk. My brother, on the other hand, played it quite a bit.
Great at Thrasher, Skate, and Destroy.
This is the part of this room that gives people trouble, getting through these spike traps. I thought I had it there, but it didn't seem to register my second jump. There we go. And there's the big key. Just use it into this groove here that we saw earlier. Spin the crap out of it. Oh, hey, Gamer Pro. Didn't even see you come in, so when you said also, I was like, wait, did you say something before that?
Just hang around us for a couple of months, Pookie, and you'll get everything.
That grinding. So, up this room we go. And I guess there's a couple ways to get on this platform in the middle. I wait until the little barrier thing is on the opposite side of where I am, and then jump off. I got both the heart pieces, Amanda.
Yeah, this dungeon.
This is a pretty fun little structure to go up. There, full health. Time for what is many people's favorite boss in this game. He's possibly mine as well.
I know that gamer. She's playing Resistance 2, a game that I've never heard of, so...
Oh, that's why you were asking about that. Zant.
What was I gonna... Oh yeah, I was gonna say slipping on nuts hype, but that actually doesn't happen.
Eventually.
Not to mention that when we all remember when I did this boss, I fucking glitched the game that I've never seen before.
Somehow he brings it to life by stabbing it in the head with a sword. Resistance 2, Amanda. Stalwart. So, just launch ourselves at him. Smack him in the spine, and actually press A when you approach him. Chirp. And then he starts getting all these undead guys to block your way. Eventually, you will thin them out. They're not infinite. Well, he's like a giant Stalfos gamer. Ow, got me with his breath there. Can't bring the spinner out while you're standing in the sand here, so we gotta make our way back up. Ow. Almost got rid of all the ones close to him. Ah, that one popped up when I wasn't expecting it. Ah, just barely missed.
I don't know if I'd call that fire that came out of his mouth.
Got him.
GG.
The light faded out of his eyes. Surely he's dead. Use this groove again. Hey, Grimlock.
You used the spinner to get 2 heart pieces and also in a couple of other
Sarah
dungeons.
Gracie is now hosting you for 83 viewers. Well, damn. Thank you for the host, Sarah. And oh shit, this boss is still alive, by the way. No one saw it coming. Now it's slipping on nuts hype. Another throwback to Ocarina of Time.
That inside the mouth cam.
Shoots fireballs, just hop to the other side. And eventually he will approach.
How you doing?
Just smack him. Go to town with your sword.
And hey Jams and Madison.
Oh, hey, Jams. Is Madison in here?
I don't know, I saw that she was playing Smash with Sarah.
Hey, Dukesendorf. Welcome. Now in the second cycle, we start seeing some spike traps. Helps to hop back to the middle, though, because that's the only way to get higher up.
Higher and higher, like Ghostbusters 2.
Also, how fitting is it that Sarah came in here and hosted us while we're fighting the Crinkle Disc boss? Ah, I couldn't 2-cycle him. Sometimes I can pull that off. Now we got more spike traps to deal with.
How you doing, Jams? Sarah's probably taking care of some shit.
And GG for real. Getting all the pose with no guide, I don't really have any desire to do that.
I ate so many chips, it's ridiculous. I never noticed how violently that guy's head goes smashing all over the place.
Crinkled dick. Welcome back, Sarah.
Hey, Kirk.
And hey, Kirk. 12 hearts. Oh, hey, notice me, senpai.
You didn't notice him, kind of senpai.
Yeah, and I was commenting, too, on how fitting it was that you hosted us during the Crinkle Disc boss. Well, we do get to use it again up here. To the mirror chamber. What the hell? We got an enemy fight after we already beat the boss? Okay, how many do we have here? 4? Oh no, we got 5. Get closer. That's not what I wanted, and I missed that one. Dang it. Ah, come on. Can't hit them both with the spin attack. A guide on how to set up a stream? I'm not sure if there's a CRL tutorial for that. Don't save, then die.
It depends on what program you want to use. You can...
Yeah, there's a bunch of different streaming setups, so... Alright, see ya, Grim.
Bye, Grimlock.
Now we can crinkle disc our way up here.
You should tell Sarah what you said when you got the crinkle disc, because that was funny.
I said, now it may say that this item's called the spinner on the screen here, but we all know it's really called the crinkle disc. So let's see about that mirror there. It doesn't exactly look whole.
They butcher it like that boss key.
Minda's pissed. Who are these guys?
ones that go. Ooh.
They're the sages. Yet another. Well, it's not really a throwback to Ocarina of Time, because they were in A Link to the Past as well. Though in the original SNES translation, they were called Wise Men. That magic is a dark power that only he possesses. His name is Ganondorf. This certainly looks like something out of Ocarina of Time. Him on his horse amidst a bunch of fire.
Was it a divine prank that he got the Triforce? Ganondorf wants his desktop pick.
Surprise, surprise, Ganondorf is a bad guy. More like surprise, surprise, Ganondorf is in this game. There was no indication prior to this point that he was in this game.
It's always a spoiler when you find him, like in Wind Waker, when you first see Ganondorf. It's like spoilers, Ganondorf.
That's pretty early in the game, though.
Song, I'm sure you can guess who made that line that I just said.
Sword to the torso, doesn't care.
Which I say every time this happens. I can't hear it, but I think when the Triforce was glowing, it was playing the Escape from Hyrule Castle thing from
Yeah. That's cool. Water Sage, officially Ganondorf's bitch.
Ooh. Oh, you were guessing Luna? No, it's Ratmus. Ratmus comes up with all the funny lines from everything, especially Zelda games.
So they trapped him in the realm of Twilight.
Which they should have done in the first place.
Yeah, instead of trying to stab him.
Now they gotta explain to the Water Sage's family what happened.
So that's where Zant gets his power from Ganondorf.
You're just figuring that out now?
It's far too late. And we gotta collect those fragments. Snowy Mountain Heights, Ancient Grove, the Heavens.
Collect-a-thon, aren't we already collecting Posos? Which Chirp thought was main plot.
Yeah, well, speaking of Posos, now it's still nighttime, so I think we should resume that.
Ooh, according to Twitter, Sarah got a smoke bomb at some point.
Oh. So we got everything in the desert.
Let's see,
Okay, bye, Notice Me Senpai, thanks for stopping by.
Bye, Senpai. If you want to know about Pose, there's 2 in Zora's Domain, the one in Zora River.
Okay, up to Zora's domain.
And then there's also a bunch in the Kakariko Village, Kakariko Graveyard area. Probably, obviously, won't be able to get them all, so...
Yeah, just get as many as I can while it's still nighttime. Let's see, is it in this room?
So
The postman's back here. Thank you for the follow, Notice Me, Senpai.
It says there's one in West Side Cliffs, so that should be like halfway up, I think. And then East Side near bottom. Oh, that's right, song is leaving.
Oh, you are? Alright, bye, Lux. Oh, wait, is that it? Or is that a bug? Or is that just, that's just rupees? It's neither. Okay, I'm gonna start at the bottom and work my way up. Oh. Is that it? Yeah, that's it.
Which one? West Side Cliffs.
Okay, east side at the bottom. There's the bug. Wolfie Girl, thank you for the follow.
Wolfie Girl, what a name for this game.
Yeah, would explain why you're watching this. There you are.
So I started up on Smash That board game thing.
Oh, yeah, the board game mode in the new Smash Brothers. Yeah, I've watched some people play it. I didn't really understand it.
I'd never even heard of that.
So you said one in Zora's River?
Yeah, the description is grassy knoll, which the only reason I named it that was just the opportunity to use the phrase grassy knoll. You know, it's in the area with the howling.
Yeah, I see it.
Project.
Electric, thank you for the follow. Getting a lot of follows from people who aren't chatting. Feel free to talk to us.
It's a very subdued raid. Doom might be getting sick, everyone. We don't know.
Yeah, so if I get worse than this, then I'm gonna have to take a break from streaming for a while until I get better. Okay, I guess Kakariko next.
Yeah, there's 2 in the village, 2 in the graveyard, 1 on Death Mountain Trail, even. Which, time might not pass in Kakariko Village, I'm not sure. Yeah, there was one of those Dragon Ball Z Budokai games for the PS2. Like one of the, I think it was in number 2. They made the story mode into like a board game, and it was like horrible.
Resident Noah, thank you for the follow.
There's one in the destroyed building, the one that you blew up, and then one on high building. Might be up sort of near where you had to shoot that thing.
How do I get up higher?
Yeah, I think I was wondering the same thing when I played this. I think you just go through the bomb shop and then you exit out in the higher level. Alright, bye, Split.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. See ya, Split.
Yeah, because like
Oh,
the
and hey,
Gorons,
man, noob. I don't think I saw you in here.
yeah, it confused me because the Gorons weren't there, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Hey,
Come to
man.
think of it, does he have bomb wings for sale? He does.
Yep, according to this. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell one of my bags of regular bombs.
How is your sister doing, Jams? Haven't seen her in a year. I never really used bomb wings, and then I think like the last time I was playing, I randomly got some, and I was like, they're pretty useful.
Yeah, there's certain enemies that they're really good on.
Oh.
Really? I think I was using them just to blow up like rocks in a cave or something.
I think 20's the most yeah. Well, I've been better. I'm sick, but other than that, I'm alright. Okay, yeah, there's the storehouse one. And then there's one higher up from here.
Just this high building.
So it could be on this side, or it could be on the other side. Oh no, it's on this side.
Yeah, I think so.
$1 for today.
I'm not sick. I got sick last November, so. It's a well-known fact that ghosts hang out in graveyards.
Let's go kill him then. Until Thursday? What, are you getting that fed up with it?
I'm gonna start Smash on Wednesday.
You're gonna settle it in Smash?
Settle what?
I don't know.
Decide what I want to settle.
Let's see, is it in here?
You have to push a grave.
Oh, okay.
You need to talk to that Zora kid as a wolf. I wonder what would happen if you freak out.
Oh wow, it was the first grave I pushed.
That bastard kid's not here to tell Dampy.
Actually, well, since I'm here, can I actually talk to him right now?
The prince?
Yeah, or do I have to go back to Castletown first? Well, he's here.
I mean, I don't think he's going to give you the earring because you don't have the sketch of the Yeti, so...
But yeah, that's a good point. So, it doesn't do anything, and I can't talk to him as a wolf anyway.
But does he freak out or anything?
No, he just looked at me.
That kid's got some balls. Fish don't have balls.
Actually, okay, so for the one on Death Mountain, should I just warp there? Or would it be faster to go up from the village?
It'll be faster to go up from the village, because I think the first Goron that you see that'll throw you up to the ledge, it should be there.
No. So where that heart piece was?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like time does not pass when you're in the village, because it seems like it definitely should have been daytime by now.
Yeah, it'll probably pass on Death Mountain Trail. Yeah, come to think of it, the reason why it wouldn't pass in the village is because, there's Gorons there during the day, and the game's not going to have an animation for them leaving, so...
Lazy programming. Climb up.
Yeah, that's what I figured. There's probably not a lot of places where it does stand still.
Okay, done here.
It's harder to tell in this game because you don't have a song that changes the time like you do in Ocarina of Time.
I just got a message from Xander. I wish I could cheat on Salsa with you guys, but he's got me held captive tonight. Tell everyone I said hi.
You're only missing 3 Poes, actually. There's one in Kakariko Gorge.
Okay, warp there then.
Yeah, South Hyrule Field. I don't know if we'll be able to get to all of them. But... Let me see. So, I think I saw Salsa go live earlier. I don't know. Aw, he's actually streaming Link to the Past.
Oh, really? Okay, where the hell is this thing? Zap.
That Japanese streamer dude that I keep mentioning is doing the Misadventures of Tronbon.
Oh, wow.
Nintendo's netcode.
Oh, is that it? Or is that the bug?
Okay, are you in the gorge?
Yeah.
It says near a tree.
That was near a tree. Let's see if that's it.
Near a tree is not very descriptive, Rockman.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Wow.